Return, please return.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on PGT time. PGT time. Tune in on PGT time. PGT time. Come join us on PGT time. PGT time. Join us on PGT time. PGT time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform for it to plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, don't best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. What's goody in the city and in your city, baby. Let's see if your city gonna be on here today, baby. Your state, your city. Hey, we might do a special pull up on you. But we are here on my favorite night, which is Peachy News Edition. Y'all know I love me some Peachy News, baby. I love it. And I know y'all love it too. Why? Because we dig down deep in the news. That's why. Because we dig down deep in the news. And plus, Jason be out here. What's up, Jason?
What up, though? You already know what it is, man. Slow motion, better than no motion. All motion, good motion over here. You hear me?
There you go. We hear you.
Shout out to everybody in the building. What's good? Pep Talk. I see you. Hey, guys, I need y'all to make sure y'all remember to do this. Go ahead and like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, over on YouTube, on both PGT accounts, you know what I'm saying, Tea Time accounts. But not only that, guys, I need y'all to go ahead and download the Roku app, man, or on your Roku TV. Download PGT Time, and that's time spelled with a Y. You can find us on, watch us on your big screen television, even if it's a 55. Even if it's a 55, y'all can watch us on the TV. You dig? So go ahead and make sure you download us there. But not only that, we have about 2 months left, or is it 1 more month? 2 months left in the giveaway for the lawn decorations in Saginaw. So guys, please make sure that you get your letters sent in. Man, we're giving away lawn decorations to a family that has lost someone, whether it was to gun violence or anything that they have lost someone to. So we want to make sure that we show you love and show appreciation to you and your family, just like how you guys show appreciation and love to ours. So go ahead and send in those letters as soon as you can, man. We're wrapping up the rest of the 3 months that we were doing. So again, we have lawn decorations going out for you guys, man. Send them letters in.
Yes. Now, let's make a quick correction. It's not for everybody that don't love somebody. Shout out to everybody. It is strictly for crime victims, families that have lost somebody due to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police. Okay? But shout out to our winner for the month of June. When I tell you, sometimes God makes things happen for a reason. Sometimes, shout out to God.
Shout out to God. Shout out to God.
Yes. So this young lady that won for the month of June is Latanya Jones. Shout out to Latanya Jones. And Latanya Jones, she was so appreciative, Jason. Oh my gosh, she was so appreciative. She was happy. Now she worked third shift, y'all. She worked third shift. So she was tired. She was tired. She was so tired, Jason, when it was time for her to come out. Because all this was recorded. All this was recorded. We are about to show it now. There's no sense in keep waiting for it. But she was tired. She was sleepy. The devil tried all he could. May I add? The devil tried all he could to stop this memorial sign from going up today. And it was important that it happened today because this was Markeith's birthday. And not only was it his birthday, it was his 40th. It would have been his 40th birthday today. So when I tell you his mom was so happy. So I put a little something together. So here you guys go. And this could be you next month. Saginaw, y'all better stand up. This could be you. Even though it's a terrible situation, but just to know that someone out there is still trying to keep your child, your brother, your sister, your mama, your uncle, somebody's name still alive. Here we go.
Y'all, I'm so excited for this family that Peachy Tea Time has requested to bless someone with a memorial sign. I'm so excited. It's pretty. Forever Love, Markeith Allen Jones. This is Miss Latanya. Peachy Tea Time has blessed her with a memorial sign for her son, Markeith Jones. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was so fun doing this for your loved one. I know it's not a happy occasion, but he's never forgotten. And I know he's forever loved. Yes.
Today's birthday too.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
How old would he
He
be?
would have been 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have been 40.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, you did an awesome job.
And this is from the missus from Peachy Tea Time.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I mean, it looked absolutely beautiful.
Sure did. Sure did.
Yes. Shout out to Fashanta with her what is that? The yard signs. Her yard signs.
Yard
Her
sign.
company is called Greetings Our Us. Greetings Our Us. So thank you, Fashanta, so much. This was our very first family. When I decided to do this, I didn't know how it was going to work, how it was going to happen. I didn't know how it was going to look. All I knew was I wanted Fashanta to help me with it. She said yes. And again, Jason, the devil was so busy.
I'm telling you.
Like, we did not think literally it was going to happen. She was supposed to have been there at 6 o'clock a.m. The picture didn't come.
Wow.
We didn't know until last night. So she had to wait until today. Had to find somebody to print it. Cut it, and everything. And she found somebody after searching 2, 3, 4 different places. She found somebody. It was able to be done. It wasn't able to be done at the time that we planned, but it was at the time that God planned. So, again, thank you for Shanta. Thank you, Greetings Are Us. And again, Latanya, our hearts go out to you, and we're happy we was able to brighten your day. Happy heavenly birthday, Marquise. I know you up there probably jamming, celebrating and everything.
He jamming, you know what I'm saying? He with the peoples. He with those peoples.
Exactly. So, and there's a couple things I want to show y'all tonight before we get started with the show. 16-year anniversary, baby. Me celebrating. Yes, 16 years of love and happiness, baby. Love and happiness. We will have R&B indie artist Anaya Lachelle performing. We will have celebrity group artists Southern Players performing, and also Tone Atlanta will be performing just as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's going down. Now, another thing I want to show y'all, this young lady, she comes, she supports Peachy Tea Time. She's always tapping in with us. She encourages me just as well. I try my best to encourage her as much as I can. I am now in the process of training her. So she comes and do classes with me on StreamYard. Shout out to Pep Talk Tay, baby. Pep Talk Tay. Now, Jason, Pep Talk Tay. The reason why she's getting this free advertisement right now, it's free right now. The reason why she's getting this free advertisement right now, y'all, is because she did a phenomenal interview tonight. Phenomenal. Awesome. She interviewed Jay Bolin. Jay Bolin is a what would you call him? A stylist. He's a stylist, but he's a celebrity stylist. He has styled some of the greatest. Tamala Mann, SWV. Who else did? It was so many of them, Jason, that he has styled. It was just ridiculous. And she was able to get him on a call today, talk to him over the phone during her show, and it was a great show. She had great questions. He had a lot of gems that he was dropping, a lot of gems. So y'all make sure that y'all go check Pep Talk with Tay out, and she is on his 92.3, and you can find her on her YouTube page just as well. Pep Talk with Tay. All right. It's gonna be a challenge next time. It's gonna be a challenge.
Shout out to Tay.
Shout out to Tay, and shout out to Jay Baller just as well. Oh, how can I forget? He also styles one of my favorite people out there in the world. She don't know that she my sister, but she is my sister. Whenever I meet her, I'm gonna let her know she my sister. And that's Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts, baby. Y'all know I love her. She part of the Friday intro, baby. She part of the Friday intro. So, but he styles her just as well. Y'all go follow him, check him out. And baby, we finna get this show started, baby. We finna get this show started. So let's start. I wanted to lighten the mood a little bit, Jason, before we dive into the big stuff. I thought you would probably get a little kick out of this, Jason, and the rest of y'all too. Here we go.
Thieves target two businesses on back-to-back nights.
A surveillance video right here shows them quickly getting into Cake Shop in the middle of the night. Now, that business owner fears she is being targeted.
Fox 5's Denise Dillon talked to the business owner about what happened.
The business owner told me when this store was broken into, that was bad enough. But when her second location of Nothing Bundt Cakes was broken into in less than 24 hours, that's when she got really angry.
I'm completely devastated, and I really just want to know who did it and why.
In the overnight hours from Sunday to Monday, surveillance video captured thieves smashing their way into Nothing Bundt Cakes in Tucker. You can see a masked man wearing a hoodie yank cash registers off the counter. He and another man speed off in a white sedan. 24 hours later, deja vu. Surveillance video captured 3 masked men smashing their way into Nothing Bundt Cakes on Moreland Avenue and stealing cash registers. One tried to steal the safe, but it was bolted to the floor. A 4th man is the lookout. They get away in a white sedan.
When we watch the video, exact same MO, exact same white car. Brooke, we're going to do an 8-inch red velvet with Stella bunting you.
Charlie Shabazz owns both locations. Coincidence? She doesn't think so.
Oh, I was hot to trot because I felt targeted. You know, I live in this community.
As police try to track down the thieves, Shabazz got her door fixed and got the business up and running in no time.
Yes, ma'am. What flavors were you thinking?
She says the thieves made a mess, but didn't get any money. The registers were empty.
They didn't get anything. You know, it's just the cleanup and the extra cost to me to repair the glass. And, you know, I just don't want to frighten my team. You know, we're selling joy here, for God's sake.
Shabazz is hoping someone recognizes that car or those young men in the video and calls police before they do it again.
Jason, before you say anything, because we both got a lot to say. Please, y'all, don't forget that you can support PGT Time by sending in stars, okay? Stars will help the missus earn money to make more content for PGT Time. Why did I just show this? Is because of Queen Me. Shout out to Queen Me. Shout out to Queen Me. The show just started, baby. The show just started, and she done sent up her 99 stars. So thank you so much, boo. I really, really appreciate that. Now, Jason, explicit language, allegedly, these niggas stealing cakes. They trying to take the whole cake register from us. They cakes.
Do you see what today's hip hop music is doing to people that they really think, you know what I'm saying, stealing cake is gonna get them money? Like cake. Like, come on, bro. This is Bundt Cake. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people do you think is walking in there paying cash for Bundt Cake? Do you know that you have to pre-order the Bundt Cake? Like, make the shit make sense, dog. Make the shit make sense. Nobody's walking in there with just cash. Hey, yo, let me get a Bundt Cake, and then yep.
Forget the Bundt Cake place.
She's targeted.
Nobody's paying cash nowhere no more.
Right, that part.
If you got cash, it's because you got to have it.
So here's the thing. She's being targeted like 100%. Right? Especially if she live in a community. She got 2 stores. Some little dude's been watching her. And she probably got a little Benz or a little BMW, maybe a Caddy, something like that. And she looked like she got money. And she probably do, like, decent amount to hold down 2 stores, get the door fixed ASAP, get new registers ASAP. Like, insurance is going to handle the back end of that, so she's going to get her money back. You feel me?
Exactly.
But they just think, oh, yeah, so let's just go get her because you know she got it. Woo, woo, woo. But at the end of the day, bro, like, robbing stores, especially established stores like this, like something like this, ain't nobody going to have money, bro. You better go hit. I'm not going to say where to go or what to do because we don't rob people out here. So I don't even know where to go or what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we don't know.
Sit your silly ass down. Sit your silly ass down. I have several seats over here stealing from the cake shop. Who's stealing from Bundt Cakes, man?
They said the Bundt Cake is lit. They got to have some money.
Hey, man, grab the lemon ones on your way out. Grab a lemon Bundt Cake real quick, bro. My man said, hey, yo, the safe is to the flow. Duh.
I mean, and to go there and steal, and you didn't get anything at all. Nothing. And this woman had to replace everything. Now, I'm sure she had
you know what's so crazy? If you watch it closely, they didn't even take like the iPad form of the register. They took the metal casing. What business? Do you know I used to work in these kind of services in these places like this back in the day, and this is early 2000s. We've always taken the cash out of the cash register. What establishment leaves the money in the register? It's in the back, bro, in the safe that's bolted to the floor.
I don't know nothing about what Jason talking about. I ain't never been in jail before. I don't know nothing what Jason talking about.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not talking. But this is working. Like I worked at.
Like you know what to do.
Well, yes, no, I'm saying it like, okay, look, I've worked at where what let me see, what was that? Say Dollar General or McDonald's. I've never worked at McDonald's. Like any of these places, they never leave the cash in the drawer. Like we always take the whole little rack out at the end of the night, take it to the back office, count the money. Once yeah,
Yeah.
it's counted up, you put it into the you know what I'm saying, the safe, and then right, the deposit go in the blue bag go to the bank. Anybody know this, right? Like, you just walked with it through me. So why would I crash through this store and take a register that I know they no money in? Who keep it?
Well, apparently they didn't know because they took both of them, so they didn't know.
world dumbest criminals ever.
And I ain't even seen them take no cake. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even seen them take no cake.
I'd have took product. I'd have took product and sold the cakes outside of an event. Like, all right, niggas walking outside of the concert. Hey, I got bun cakes. I got bun cakes.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Trying to flip it or something. Sitting up on the thing
with the look like the pound cake thing. I would be like, Paulie, this so cute. Let's get this. It ain't even real. It's fake.
It's all cardboard.
I don't know. This is crazy. It is crazy, y'all. We all trying to figure it out, just like y'all trying to figure it out. Okay. Shout out to Miss Joyce. Shout out to Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce said, "Baby, I just dropped 310 stars, baby. I dropped 310 stars. Shout out to Josette dropping them stars, baby. Y'all dropping them stars. Thank y'all so much. But let's go ahead and move on to this next clip. Mama pleads for help. She said her baby gone. She pleading for help. Here we go.
Is speaking out after her 16-year-old son was shot and killed in South Nashville. WSMB's Joylyn Bukovac talked to her. Joylyn, she says something has got to change.
Yeah, this month we've reported on several shootings that happened right here in South Nashville, at least 2 of those involving teenagers. Now, one Mid-State mom who was getting ready to lay her 16-year-old son to rest says something needs to change here. Last Saturday night, Metro Police say 16-year-old Demetrius Johnson was shot in this parking lot of an apartment complex along Zermatt Avenue after an argument turned into a deadly shooting. Johnson's mom, Aronica, she says her heart dropped when she got a call from Demetrius's brother saying the 2 of them had been shot at several times. She then found out her 16-year-old son died after being shot 6 times.
My last message that I got from Demetrius, he was saying, I love you so much. And I'm so proud of how hard you work. And he was just that person.
Demetrius's mom tells me that she wishes she knew that was going to be the last time that she would hear from her 16-year-old. Exactly 1 week from today, his funeral will be happening. That's at the New Generation Funeral Home. And this morning, Metro Police, they are continuing to look for Demetrius's killer. Reporting live in Nashville, I'm Joylyn Bukovac.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to dip off for a second. I was like, I'm on here.
Got caught. You got caught.
I got caught dipping off. But y'all, this is so sad. If you know something, say something. He was only 16 years old, and it's just getting out of hand. We say that all the time.
Way out of hand, man. Way out of hand.
Way out of hand.
You know.
And we have to,
I'm still on the same thing that we've been talking about months ago. You know, like, how do we reach this youth? How do we start talking to these people, these kids, these children, to let them know how valuable they are? You know what I mean? Like, 100% extremely valuable. And
they don't
the fact
feel
that
like
no
they're
one's
valuable.
I was about to say, that's what it feels like. They don't feel like they're probably valuable, is what it is. It has to be.
It has to be. Especially the killers. Because you're going to get caught. And it's sad that you're going to be gone for the rest of your life when you get caught in jail, in prison, and listening to somebody tell you what to do for the rest of your life because you wanted to take somebody out because they was on your side of town. Like, don't you understand that you're gonna grow up? Seriously.
Right?
Don't you understand that you're gonna grow up and all that, this side of town, that side of town, you're gonna be, instead of thinking you own this side of town, you're gonna wish you own that side of town. You're gonna understand the difference.
That's a big
So
difference.
a big difference. A big difference. You're gonna forget about all that stuff that you was doing wrong back in the day. Because you done got grown, you done got kids, you done got a wife, you done got a husband. Because women out there doing crazy stuff too. But you're gonna have all of this and you're gonna be sitting in prison. So for somebody to tell you what to do, tell you when to eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be food that you don't even want. I don't know. I'm just going by what I saw on TV.
What I know has been done on television. That's all I know. You know what I mean? But no, it is true though. You're extremely right. Like at some point when you make the decision to put yourself in the system, things change for your life. Even when you're free, like you're still always a part of the system somehow, some way. So to shake that, it just doesn't come as easy as most people think. You know what I'm saying? And
exactly.
No one thinks of that, right? Like there's a lot of things that I've been watching where it's like, man, it take 1 second or a millisecond or second for you to change the rest of your life. Like for real. You know what I mean? Like, so whoever it may be, either you may or may not get away with it, your life has automatically been changed, whether you desensitized from everything from the rest of your life, or you're going to be incarcerated due to you getting caught. And then now, you know what I'm saying? Now you in jail for the rest of your life with a bunch of dudes.
Exactly. Or a bunch of girls.
Or a bunch of girls. You know what I mean? It may be a win for you if that's what you like. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Your pronoun, your particular pronoun you gonna be with.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Joyce. Shout out to Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce said, I sent another 310 stars, making it 620 stars. Did you receive them? Did you receive them? Miss Joyce said she want to make sure I receive them. So Miss Joyce, I would definitely be looking to make sure that I receive them. But we finna go ahead and move on. I got to get to BG comment. Sister Liddell would not have left those cakes. Now, for those that do not know who Sister Liddell is, y'all may see BG put this in there a lot when she says Sister Liddell. Let me tell y'all who Sister Liddell is. I came up with Sister Liddell just playing around, and BG is not going to let it die down. But Sister Liddell, this is not her real name, but she is the woman that basically stole the chicken. And she was selling the chicken. She was selling the chicken. They promoted her at her job, which was working for the school system, and they promoted her because she had been there for many years. Many years. Sister Liddell she was up there in age. Many years she was there, and they promoted her to fill out the information to get the chicken. After all them years, that was her promotion. And Sister Liddell said, "It's pandemic time. Y'all act like y'all don't want to pay me enough." Look, Miss Joyce said, I remember that story. Y'all act like y'all don't want to pay me enough, baby. I'm getting extra chicken.
Please, nobody. I don't know what you gonna do with all that chicken, but she took it.
And it was a lot. When I tell y'all it was a lot, it was millions worth of chicken. And she sold it. She showed it, and they took her ass right on to jail. They took her ass right on to jail. But you know what? I was one of the people in Sister Liddell corner saying, "Free Sister Liddell. Free her." It was chicken. It was that chicken. We need the chicken. I'm sure she was selling it on the low. We needed it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next story. The officer. I know y'all done seen this. If y'all ain't seen this, I don't know what y'all doing with y'all lives right now. Okay? But don't worry, because that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, to show y'all these clips. Here we go.
Community on edge tonight. A Warren officer is caught on video assaulting a 19-year-old. and that officer is now facing serious charges. The officer is on unpaid leave tonight. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
I'm Devin Skillian. A security camera caught the assault as it happened. Victor Williams is hearing from community members tonight. And Victor, they want to make sure justice is served here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not just community leaders, but also just members of the community as well. And speaking of that community leader, he wants this officer held accountable.
We was looking at it. We was just talking about it. So it's definitely going around.
It's the surveillance video that everyone's talking about showing police brutality, allegedly at the hands of Warren Officer Matthew Rodriguez.
He didn't raise his fist at him or anything. He probably did say some words that provoked him, but there still shouldn't have been no reason for him to hit him physically and drag him by his hair like the way he did.
Community activist and founder of Thousand Strong, Oliver Gand, is no stranger to police brutality. He says there is no excuse for the officer's actions.
I was angry. It was shock. Again, looking at something that always plays out as it seems to play out with police officers assaulting young black man.
He also says part of the reason why community relations between African Americans and police officers won't heal anytime soon.
What that officer did was basically reinforce the disdain that young black men have for people in authority.
And that's something we're hearing firsthand from Warren resident JT.
Honestly, truth to be told, I wasn't really shocked because it's something that you would see and it's expected because that's how they act. People react differently, especially from a black male. He ain't got no type of rights, as what they would say. Our rights don't matter to them.
That young man could have very well wound up dead in there. They would have told us anything. He shouldn't have put his hands on that young man.
And Devin and Kimberly, we know that officer has been placed on administrative leave, but Mr. Gann is saying with that footage that has already been released, he should no longer have a job. Live in Warren tonight, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Obviously still a ways to go on this road. We'll keep following it. All right, Victor.
Police officer now charged with assault, accused of using excessive force.
The incident happened last week inside the city jail, and it was all caught on video. Bach 2's Charlie Langton joins us live outside Warren Police Headquarters. And Charlie, what's the status right now of that officer?
Well, I'll tell you what, Taryn, it's a very sad situation. That officer right now, he is out on bond. The judge today ordered a $5,000 personal bond, but he's going to have to account for 2 misdemeanor charges. Today, this cop is now on the other side of the law. Let me tell you what happened. About a week ago, a 19-year-old man from Detroit, he was arrested here in Warren for carjacking and being a felon in possession. But when he was taken to the booking area of the Warren jail, this is when he encountered police officer Matthew Rodriguez. 14 years on the job, the booking officer, and then whatever words were said, something went wrong, and Officer Rodriguez allegedly assaulted this particular victim. Take a look.
This officer strikes the prisoner and takes him to the ground. Once on the ground, the officer delivers additional punches to the prisoner and slams his head into the ground.
And just moments after that, the video shows the officer throwing the victim into a jail cell. 2 officers, according to the police commissioner, tried to de-escalate the assault.
One of the officers reported saying, "That's enough, that's enough."
Although the audio was not released and the booking officer failed to have his body cam on, a violation, the police internal investigation recommended criminal charges, which the prosecutor brought, all within a week of the incident.
It gives a black eye to the ones that put the badge on and the gun to serve and protect. And that's no way to serve nor protect.
All right, now that officer again, his name is Matthew Rodriguez. He's been 14 years on the job. He was the booking officer. He is now on a paid leave of absence. Next week, he'll have an employment hearing to determine his status. Again, he's looking at 2 misdemeanor charges, assault and then conduct unbecoming of an officer. It should be noted here that the Warren Police Department, Commissioner Dwyer actually told the officer, take the victim, that 19-year-old Detroit man, to the hospital to see if he was hurt. He was examined, but released within hours with no treatment. Now, the victim was then taken to the Macomb County Jail, where he will face charges on the incident for which he was arrested. Again, it's a terrible situation here where an officer allegedly tonight is on the other side of the law. No court date has yet been set for that Warren officer.
What in the hell did that little boy say to this man? I cannot
You
wait.
hear me?
I cannot wait to hear the audio to this, baby. And if
Well,
I
we
can
well
get
we
it,
won't.
y'all gonna see it.
Well,
It's
we
a
won't because
possibility.
his body cam was off, and the only thing that you're gonna hear is when the other officers came in saying, "Hold on, stop." Like, that's enough. So we won't hear
But they said
anything.
the audio was not released. So by them saying it wasn't released, that's what made me feel like they got something. That little boy
Oh,
said
yeah.
something. Now the
Well,
uncle, he put them hands in his pocket like I'll kill your wife, your kid.
Right. He says, I know that look when you kind of pull the pants up.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look,
Jump if
you
you
can
gonna
get it
jump.
right now. We can go at
Right.
it
We
right
can
now,
get it
baby.
right now.
Ooh. Oh my God.
He said, say less.
But it still was not worth this officer handling him the way that he handled him when he did not put his hands on him.
That part.
Now, when he pulled up them pants, I don't know if they gonna use that as self-defense.
That's not technically known in the urban cities. This is called.
It's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
That's what it's called.
I
It's
know,
about to go down.
Carmen. That's the same thing I was thinking. Paid leave. He's still getting paid leave for this, even though he's being charged with manslaughter and unkindly actions of an officer. Like, you still getting paid though. And then the crazier part is, I get it. My man's did break the law. He got some stuff on him, but they still gonna put him in jail, just in Macomb. That's take your
They
ass.
tossed him like he was a trash. Like, you
He
know
said-
when your trash stank in your house and you gotta hurry up and get it out. That's how they threw him in that cell.
Man,
That's
that's messed up that they're gonna not messed up. I get it, but he's still getting charged. You know what I'm saying? They can still charge him.
Then they need to charge. I don't care what he said to them. That's the problem now with these officers. They can't
Right.
take it. You have to do something to a person for them to do something to you back. That's the law. Physically. Not you say something to them. Sticks and stones may break my bones. But why would it hurt me?
No, you didn't. Whatever I say, I'm rubber, you glue. Whatever I say sticks back to you.
Bounce off of me and sticks to you. Baby,
Yeah.
they have taught you that. That was the beginning of, if you let your words take you to prison, that's on you. That's on you.
That's it. Right.
We have taught y'all at an early age this little bitty song. Okay. I'm gonna start singing
It's
that
a
to
little
my
bitty
kids.
song.
You better sing it to your kids. Now let's get into this third clip.
Human life should not be disregarded. Human life should not be kicked to the curb.
An historic outcome for America and humanity. That's how the attorneys for the New Haven man who was paralyzed in police custody are describing a new settlement with the...
Sorry, wrong clip. Wrong clip. There is no third clip. Y'all was not supposed to see that. Oh my gosh, I promise you, I'll be having things in order. So because things be in order, it's some things that you just can't see. Okay, so let's get into our commercial. Pay commercial alert. And then we got something special going on for the month of July. Yes, Jason, I need you to get down with the two, baby. I need you to get down with the two because you do your own thing outside of Peachy Tea Time. So make sure y'all watch the second commercial, but the first commercial, that's a paid commercial. Here we go.
Having computer issues? Can't find a nearby computer store or tech? No need to worry, Computer Tech is a computer repair mobile service. Not in Georgia, no need to worry, Computer Tech can remote into your computer as well. Prices are starting as low as $40. Services are virus removal, data recovery, data transfer, hardware installation, software installation, computer tune-up, laptop and desktop, home and online. Contact 404-405-8515 and ask for Tony, and don't forget to tell them Ms. Peachy sent you.
Backed by popular demand, Peachy Tea Time does free advertisement every July for business owners and podcasters only. Please submit your commercial with no mainstream music attached. All commercials must be already prepared and ready to go. Each business owner will get 2 days of free advertisement during Peachy Tea Time showtimes only. Send all commercials to Ms. Peachy by email, inbox, text, DM. Don't miss out. Free advertisement is better than no advertisement.
Hey y'all, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Thank y'all so much for joining me and Jason tonight. Thank you. And if we got a special guest, thank you, special guest. I thank you for coming, sharing your story. But y'all make sure y'all watch us each and every Wednesday, okay? Each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Where you said? You said where? Roku TV, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch, baby. Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Peachy Tea Time spelled with a Y. And make sure you also follow me on all the other platforms just as well. Thank you so much for joining us each and every Wednesday, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. Back to the show we go, baby. We going back. Bye. Yeah. You know what? Shout out to me. Every last commercial that y'all have seen, 3 commercials, I made them myself.
Hey, let's go.
I made them myself. Now,
Hey, what she say? She say, hold on. You say, free advertisement is better than no advertisement. Yeah, man.
That is the truth. Free advertisement is better than no advertisement. That means if I'm sitting up here, hold on, Jason. Hold on. I got to make myself bigger. Hold on. If I'm sitting up here telling y'all that you can get free advertisement and you don't send your commercial in, that's on you. My show popping. It's popping. I ain't gonna lie, it's popping. Somebody gonna see it. I don't have a show, thank God. I don't have a show with 0 people watching. So somebody's going to see your advertisement. Okay? So if I'm telling y'all for the month of July, because me and my husband anniversary, and we did this last year, for me and my husband anniversary is in July. So we want to be nice and get something back to y'all. That's all. And if you don't follow through, then baby, that's on you. Okay? Now, if you would like to pay me to make your commercial, that's a whole nother level. That's something that I do it for you. I ain't got no problem with that. I will make it for you, and it will look just as nice as the rest of them. But it will be a fee. But for anything else, if you got your commercial, it cannot be mainstream music attached to it. It has to be whatever else you got attached to it. You see what I'm saying? And baby, you can be right up here on Peachy Tea Time with your commercial, just like Tony, baby. Just like Tony. Tony can help you wherever you at. Okay? All states. You got computer issues, you better holler at them. I done told y'all. Don't make it seem like I ain't told y'all. Please help me, Peachy. That's all you have to say. That's all you got to say. Now, I'm going to tell you, like I tell everybody else that I help, my time is valuable. My time is very, very valuable. I can't say it.
I feel it.
Jason, no, I ain't playing. You know, when your time is valuable, you can say your time is valuable. Okay?
Facts. True that. True.
I have a lot that I have to do to prepare for Peachy Tea Time and Peachy Tea Time Foundation. So if you're serious and you really need my help, baby, I am there.
Hold on. I think they ain't catch that real quick because you kind of slipped past it. You say, I got a lot of time. I be doing, for Peachy Tea Time and Peachy Tea Time Foundation.
Yes.
I don't think y'all know how serious that is.
I ain't playing. But I'm for real. I will help any and everybody. Any and everybody. You want your shit to look just like this? I help you. I will help you. I am not one of them people. Because what I do is what I do. And what you do is what you do. Okay? Shout out to you do what you do. Look, Carmen said, well, let's talk, baby. Let's talk there. Let's talk there.
Come and talk to me. I really want to help you, girl. I really want to show you the way.
Thought you were going to say the world. All right, y'all. We got to get into it. Let's get back into it. Who fault is it? Who fault is it? That is the next clip. The name of y'all know I name my own clip. Who fault is it? We're going to talk about it. Here we go.
Tonight, an alarming discovery out of a Baltimore City high school where hundreds of students are failing.
As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, we found a student who's passed 3 classes in 4 years and is ranked near the top half of his class.
We're not letting none of this get the best of us. All right? Be strong, son. We got this.
He's stressed, and I am too. Like, I told him I probably would start crying. Like, my son is, I don't know what to do for him.
This coming June is when Tiffany France thought her son would receive his diploma.
And I'm just trying to fight. He like, Mom, what was all this for? What did I do this for? Like, don't he get a chance? Do he get a chance?
But after 4 years of high school, this mom just learned her 17-year-old has to start over. He's been moved back to 9th grade.
Why would he do 3 more years in school? He didn't fail. The school failed him. The school failed at their job. They failed. They failed. That's the problem here. They failed. They failed. He didn't deserve that.
France's son attends Augusta Fells Savage Institute of Visual Arts in West Baltimore. His transcripts show in 4 years, he has passed just 3 classes, earning 2.5 credits, which places him in 9th grade. But France says she didn't know that until February. She has 3 children and works 3 jobs. She thought her oldest son was doing well because even though he failed most of his classes, he was being promoted. His transcripts show he failed Spanish 1 and Algebra 1, but was promoted to Spanish 2 and Algebra 2. He also failed English 2, but was passed on to English 3.
I'm just assuming that if you are passing, that you have the proper things, to go to the next grade. And, the right grades, you have the right credits.
As we dig deeper into her son's records, we can see in his first 3 years at Augusta Fells, he failed 22 classes and was late or absent 272 times. But in those 3 years, only 1 teacher requested a parent conference, which France says never happened. No one from the school told this mother her son was failing and not going to class.
Yeah.
France's son, in his 4 years at Augusta Fells, earned a grade point average of 0.13. He only passed 3 classes, but his transcripts show his class rank is 62 out of 120. This means nearly half of his classmates, 58 of them, have a GPA of 0.13 or lower.
Wait a second. What? Okay, you asked the question. At first, I was like, of course it's her fault. What the fuck you mean? You ain't know he missed all this school. He was late all this time and he ain't getting these grades. Are you not checking in on this little nigga since 9th grade? Now, I get it. I got a rant right now. I'm sorry. Now,
It's your time to shine.
Now, since 9th grade, you ain't been, okay, I get it. Look, you got 3 jobs, you got other kids, you got bills, you got this. Baby girl, at some point, you're going to have to duck out on one of these jobs and not pay Rob Peter to pay Paul so you can pay attention to your children. Because your children going to tell you whatever they need to tell you to make sure nothing on their back. But you need to be on their head. Ain't no way. So that's the front half of it. Now the back half of it, yes. Right, the back half of it is the school system. The school system in Baltimore, because this is the second time we did a little excerpt from Baltimore and they school systems. Like, come on, fam. Like, DPS or you know what I'm saying, Department of Children, something, whatever, should be showing up to the home after 9th grade, after the 10th missed day.
Lean on me.
After that set, you know what I'm saying?
Not
Like a
strong.
teacher, like somebody, like word, like you, no one cares. I get the school system is flawed heavily, but why are you not like paying attention? Come on, man. Fine. It is 2023. You got an iPhone. You can make that third job off the phone. There's so many different jobs that you can do where you don't physically have to be there and make that supplemental income. Not have to actually be somewhere working so you can pay attention to your children, man. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need more money, there's so many other ways you can do it from your phone and physically not have to be there. There's so many ways you can work from home and not have to be there. There's no reason that this child should have went 4 years and be unnoticed. Now I'm gonna take it a step further. They made that point at the end. 60. He's a 0.13, and he is ranked 62nd out of 200 kids.
58 of them
telling
kids.
me
That's
that
just him. 58 of those kids is at 0.13. 58.
How Sway? How I was terrible at school, but I went. I showed up. I answered a couple questions. I rose my hand. I tried to write papers. I failed miserably at writing these papers. I'm not gonna hold you. It was terrible. But my teacher said the boy's trying.
You just sat here and said, I rose my hand. So yes, we understand.
That part, you hear me? You hear me?
We understand that you failed a couple classes. Because Jason just sat here and said, I rose my hand.
Hold on, I ain't failed not one class. All my classes I passed with a CC plus. I could
they
be the
put 'em right
president
on
of the
through.
United States.
They did what they
could-
just did to
Hey,
Baby
look,
Jacob.
one of our presidents had a C average. I can do if he can do it, I can do it. Thank you, Bush.
But I tell you,
I have a college degree. Don't play with me now.
and we do got a second clip on this. We do got a second clip on this. But what gets me is how she riding so hard for her son. That's what gets me.
Poolie,
Like,
don't you come in
even
with seconds.
Even if they say Poolie crazy, even if they say, you know what, ma'am, you was right. You is 100% right. We should definitely honor what you're saying and let your son graduate. Baby girl, how far is your son gonna get in life? How far is he going to get in life? Yeah, some of these celebrities made it. Some of them. But what's the average? What's the likeliness that your son is going to end up a doctor or a lawyer and he got a GPA of 0.1.3?
0.1.3.
7 on top of that. 1.37. So he almost made.
Dog, like that's crazy.
Okay. We got to get into these to these comments. BG said, just say it. Just say it. She said, have a relationship with the teachers and staff. Email and call them. Pop in unannounced. And you will not have any surprises. Stay in the principal's office. It's sad. And then she put the sad up there. And then Poolie said, what up, dog?
What up, dog?
I just said, who has 3?
That part, Audra, look, I get it, man. And people gotta hustle out here to live whatever life they live, but 3 jobs, fam. I remember
you got all these kids.
If you, man, 3, I'm telling you, that's overload, baby. You're gonna have to do something different in your lifestyle. You shouldn't have to work 3 jobs. Period.
If
For real.
baby daddy is not in your life, you cannot work 3 jobs. I'm sorry. Somebody, what's his name? Meek Mill said it best on Oodles and Noodles. Y'all look it up on the Champion album. It's called Oodles and Noodles. He said he was sitting down with a billionaire. And he said that he told the billionaire, look, I understand you rich. I understand you got all this money and everything. But when you got somebody, and I want y'all to hear it, when you got somebody whose daddy on drugs, whose mama on drugs, and daddy in prison, who the hell gonna babysit? Who is gonna babysit? The mama is working 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Who is watching over these kids? And you wondering why these kids out here going to these people, because they're not going to the gun range buying guns. They ain't going to the pawn shop buying. They're getting it from these folks out here in the streets. But if you was at home watching your child, they can't make it out there to the streets to these people to get these guns.
That part.
So they go shoot and kill somebody.
Well, it's just like how you said, if the dad ain't around, the other partner, her partner, whether it's the actual father or someone else, if that partner is not around, then the next thing is Nino Brown. Nino Brown is next. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna pour into that child because he realized what he got. He got a loyal foot soldier that's gonna do whatever it takes. And all he got to do is get him $200-$300, and that $200-$300 gonna blow that little 18, 16, 15-year-old mind because he got money in his pocket now that's his. You know what I mean? And now we're circumventing that same energy that we've been trying to get out of our communities since those days, since the early 70s. You know what I'm saying? Late 60s. But it ain't gonna change because no one, again, back to when we first started this conversation with a completely different topic, is that no one is showing interest in caring for this child. No one cares for this child, and it's very, very vivid. 4 years unnoticed until the very end.
And both of y'all up here crying.
Like there's no way. Like no assistant principal, no clerk, no assistant teacher, no what's the second teacher if the current teacher ain't there? What the substitute teacher, no gym teacher, no coach, nobody was like, yo, you good? Like, how's school? And then when he got that report card in 9th grade, the first semester, and it showed that you are not passing any classes, no one was like, can we help you? Do you have a deficiency? Are you not learning correctly? What can we do? Do we need to not have you in school? Can we homeschool you? Oh, well, we can't. Your mom worked 3 jobs. All right, cool. Well, where's the rest of the family at?
Exactly.
Where's the rest of the community at? You know what I'm saying?
Where's your village at?
Like nobody wants to be in the remedial class, but if you're remedial, you should be in the remedial class so you can learn properly to be a fully functioning adult. Someone will let him go right now. He's not a fully functional adult. He probably can't read past the 6th or 5th grade level.
Mm-hmm.
You dig?
Yeah. That's sad. That's sad. We're gonna get into
that
the
hurts my heart, man.
It does. It hurts all of my hearts to see this. You know, because my thing is, like I said, she fighting for him just to get a diploma. But is your child prepared for the world? Is he prepared?
Right. Not at all.
Exactly. Not with 0.1.3, 0.13. He's not even prepared. And you trying to send him right on out there, and you got the nerve to cry? Cry? You crazy, Miss Lady. You are crazy.
And you're
just
making
like
that.
The rest of them teachers and the rest of the like y'all said and Jason said, go to the homes. Lean on me. Joe Clark, he went to Kanika's home. He said Kanika wasn't something ain't right with Kanika. I'm finna go knock on her door. I almost got hit with a watermelon on this way in there. But he still kept going. And look what he found out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what's going on in these kids' homes. These teachers should have been out there doing something. The mama should have been doing something. Because at the end of the day, it starts within the home. We can blame the school all day long. We can blame the teachers all day long. We can blame the child all day long. But it starts with the mama and the daddy. That's what it starts with. So let's get into the second part of this. Here we go.
He's a good kid. Like, he didn't deserve that. Where is the mentors? Where is the help for him?
But where is you? You talking about he a good kid? Where? He don't want to go to school.
Mentor. Where's the how can he get a mentor if you're not putting one in front of him?
Thank you. You're doing nothing. And you want to get up here and say, where are the mentors? Girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere and take that, oh Jesus, here we go.
Good kid. Like, he didn't deserve that. Where is the mentors? Where is the help for him? I hate that this is happening to my child.
In your opinion, did the school system fail this child.
Absolutely.
This city school administrator who works inside North Avenue asked not to be identified for fear of retaliation.
That school community failed this student.
This administrator told Fox 45 News city schools failed because it has protocols and interventions set up to help students who are falling behind or have low attendance. In France's son's case, they didn't happen.
I get angry. There's nothing but frustration. We see on the news the crime that occurs, the murders, the shootings. We know that there are high levels of poverty in Baltimore. Things like this are adding to that.
These children are why I do this work.
Dr. Sonia Santelises was school CEO 4 years ago when France's son was a freshman, but she will not interview with Fox 45 News. Instead, we received this 2-page statement, which explains what should happen when a student is chronically absent or failing. The district says students received a letter about their academic status this past summer, and records can be accessed through the campus portal. When a student is absent, an automated call is placed to the number on file. The statement also said the school conducted recent home visits and the student's parent visited the school. But France says none of that happened. What this statement does not address is why France's son was promoted despite failing classes. It doesn't discuss his class rank or the 58 other students with a GPA of 0.13 or lower. But it does say North Avenue is reviewing actions that impacted student outcomes at the school prior to this year.
It took a lot for me to just build the courage to do this.
If you were to talk to this mom, what would you say to her?
You know, I didn't have a hand on this student, but I work for city schools, so he is one of my kids. I would hug her and I would apologize profusely.
And he feels embarrassed, he feels like a failure. And I'm like, you can't feel like that. And you have to be strong. And you gotta keep fighting. You know, life is about fighting. Things happen, but you gotta keep fighting. And he's willing. He's trying. But who would he turn to when the people that's supposed to help him is not? Who do he turn to?
France has pulled her son out of Augusta Fells. He is now enrolled in an accelerated school program at another high school in West Baltimore. She is told if he works hard, he could graduate by 2023. And if you would like to read City School's entire 2-page statement, we have posted it on our website, foxbaltimore.com.
So basically, now you want to take him out of his environment. I get a phone call every time my kids don't show up at school. And they call twice. One for Kirsten, one for Trey. And they in elementary school. And I have friends that had kids in high school. And they was calling them. Even during the pandemic. If their kids did not show up on class, on that computer, they was calling. So how she missed all her calls, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I don't believe nothing she say.
That's what I was going to say. And I want to believe her, and I want to. And maybe the Baltimore school system is completely different. And per that letter, it probably isn't. It probably is doing what it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? They'll let you know. Like my girls, even with them being out, sent us emails. Like we would send an email saying that they won't be in, and they still sent us all the work and all the emails and all the things that they need going for that day. Feel me? So I don't think many school districts are going to be outside of that. And if they are, shame on the school district, right? Got to get the people. And that, fuck. There's so many circles, right? I'm going to bring one kind of full circle. That's why voting is important. When people talk about they don't vote and they don't go out and vote for the presidency, okay, cool, but vote for your legislators. Vote for the people that are going to be in your government sectors, in the spaces that you live in, so then that way you can get the right people in there to make sure that shit goes appropriate. Because if you don't, then you're gonna have Ted Johnson back in there again because no one voted him out for the past 6 years, and now you're wondering why you ain't got no money for the school system. But that's a whole nother conversation, right? But let's bring it back to this whole forefront, right? I can't sit and believe her, right? And I want to, and I don't want to put her behind the 8 ball, but it's practically impossible to say that no teacher, no school, no automated system, no nothing has ever hit your email, voicemail, or actual call.
I agree. She
I
lied.
can't see that, man.
Carmen said, I have children with 2 PhDs, 1 master's degree, and a truck driver by choice. I was single most of the time. She needs to go and sit down somewhere. Basically, I see exactly what you're saying. If you sit there with your kids and do what you're supposed to, then we wouldn't have this problem. Yes, you have to work.
Yeah.
I get it. But you have to work to provide for these kids, not work to provide for the kids and you to get all these Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton and Michael Kors. 3 jobs.
Like, I don't
better
see
be black with 3 jobs.
I don't see how you have, like, that's crazy. So if they're in poverty, and if they are, and she got a few other kids or whatever that may look like, and these kids are in school, how do you, like, why working 3 jobs have to keep you above water? You really got to tell me something about that. Tells me something even about the whole household, right? Like, she's not working hard to, put herself in a space where 1 job is enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, like, 3 jobs. Like, I worked 3 jobs back in the day because I wanted it to. I wanted to. I loved the work I had, but I ain't had no kids. It was just me. There's no reason that anybody on this God green earth, unless you want to, should have to work 3 jobs. I can't speak for it. I don't know, but that's crazy to me.
Especially when they got Amazon
Crazy.
out here working from home and they pay pretty decent. They pay pretty decent. And
Wait a second.
Making
Wait
your
a
own
second.
schedule.
How you fail 2 years of school when you didn't even have to go into school? They was everybody and everywhere 2 years ago had to be homeschooled. What? Well, so how he failed 10th and 9th and 10th and 11th grade? Nigga, you ain't had to go to school. You just had to pull up on the tablet.
This was a couple years ago, y'all. This was a couple years ago when this happened. But this was something that I saw, and I still had to bring it though, because it happened. I had to show it to y'all. So let's go ahead and move on. I see y'all comments out there. I've been trying to put them up, but we got to move on, y'all. We got to move on. Let's get into this van. Did you see about that, Jason?
I did.
The van ride and the man that got paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
I have the full audio of it, but let's get into this first news break.
Now we want to go to Channel 3's Matt McFarland with the very latest on those officers charged. Matt.
Well, Aaron and Mark, those 5 officers, they've all been on paid administrative leave since June. And not only will they now face a judge, but with their criminal case moving forward, the chief here says the department will now restart its internal affairs investigation to determine what type of discipline they might face, including whether or not they keep their jobs. The president of New Haven's police union and the union's attorney spent the morning at Troop F in Westbrook as 5 Elm City officers turned themselves into police. Sergeant Betsy Segui and Officer Oscar Diaz, Ronald Presley, Jocelyn Lavandier, and Luis Rivera are each charged with 2 misdemeanors, reckless endangerment in the 2nd degree and cruelty to persons in connection to the incident that left Randy Cox paralyzed from the neck down.
I know that the state's attorney spent a lot of time reviewing the information provided to him and made the decision based on what he felt the most appropriate charges were. I'm just glad to see the process moving forward.
Back in June, New Haven police arrested Cox and put him in the back of a police transport van. But en route to the police station, the driver suddenly slammed his brakes to avoid an accident, with Cox flying headfirst into the back of the van. The 36-year-old immediately called out for help, saying he couldn't move. But once back at the lockup, officers pulled him out of the van by his feet, put him in a wheelchair, processed him, and then dragged him into a holding cell. In reviewing the video, including the officer-worn body cameras, along with interviewing Cox, the state police determined the 5 officers engaged in reckless conduct when Cox was left immobile and deprived of proper physical care. This afternoon, New Haven's mayor and police chief addressed the news of the arrests.
It's hard to see officers charged, but it's also part of what we've been talking about since the beginning. We need to be transparent and accountable, period. And that's what is going on today.
In a statement, the president of the New Haven Police Union tells Eyewitness News the whole case is a tragedy for everyone involved, but adds guilt, innocence, liability, or culpability will be determined later. For now, due process and the protections it provides must be honored so that this case is handled in the most prudent, proper, and professional manner possible. As for Randy Cox, his legal team says they're pleased there are finally charges as they move forward with their $100 million lawsuit against the city and the officers.
What's happened here today is never going to change the fact that Randy Cox is paralyzed from the neck down, and that his life since June 19th, since Juneteenth of 2022 has been irreparably altered. And this is the rest of his life and what he's faced with.
Now, the 5 officers were all released after posting a $25,000 bond each. They are due in court next week. We're live at the Mobile Newsroom in New Haven.
All right. Now, that was just a little taste of it. Jason, we do have the full body cam footage, and we are about to show that. And if you guys can't handle stuff like this, it's best to go ahead and leave out, jump out, and then jump back in. Okay? We have a couple of them. Hopefully, they won't block me because of this. You know how they did me with Tyree. So hopefully we'll get through this. And here we go.
Male, skinny, in his late 20s. He's wearing a white, red, and black t-shirt. Buddy, hey, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you for a second?
Whatever, quick. What's up? Whatever, quick.
Just hold up, okay?
All right, what's up? Is anything on you?
Anything on you?
I'm on the phone, what? I'm on the phone with the girl. Cover my mouth.
All we're doing is detaining you right this second, okay? Done. Done. Charge 75.
All right. All right, step right in there.
Got it?
One leg at a time.
One leg at a watch your head.
Watch your head, all right? Yo. That's right.
You felt? All right, hold on. What happened? What? You fell. What happened? Can you move at all?
I can't move.
Well, how your leg is all the way up there?
Understand me? What's the boogie?
All right, I can't move you, so I have to hold on. I'm gonna have to get an ambulance. You started a signal 1. The subject in the van, he said he fell inside the van and he can't move. So I'm on my way to detention right now. So please, could you start me signal 1 over there? All right, I go for an ambulance. Well, on the way here, somebody calls me over, so I stop in the brake, but I don't know. He said he fell inside the van, and he's all, I opened the door and checked. I was talking to him, and he said he can't move. So if he really fell, I would not even move it until the ambulance gets here.
Now I hear him not one time say, I was speeding, I hit on brakes, and that's how he could possibly have felt. Oh, he said, I don't know how he felt, but he felt. But he said he felt. I don't know how he felt. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Well, it ain't. Obviously not right. He texting and driving.
Slammed on the brakes. Yes.
Slammed on the brakes. And then secondly, like just from the movies that I've watched, when they put them in paddy wagons, they're supposed to buckle them in at the waist. And they have buckles on there.
I thought that's what that was buckles. And he just chose not to do it.
Yeah, those are buckles. They chose not to put them.
He was gonna call the ambulance. His little ass got back in the car and kept on
and drove off. That part, that's crazy.
But y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Jason, you ain't seen nothing yet. Watch this.
Move your leg. Sit up.
Why not listening, bro?
Sit up.
I can't move.
You're not even trying.
What's the hand? All right, now, almost there. Make the shoulders out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stand up. There we go. All right. Get up. How are you making up? Ready? Let's go with that shit. Get the. Listen, he was fine block. Yeah. All right. Like I said, he was kicking that door, no problem. Hold the tackle. Hold. Sit up.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, sit up. You're doing extra stretch. Sit up.
Yeah, I fucking broke my nut cut like here. I can't read.
No, we don't stretch. Just worry about it. Is that all right? Just stretch it around.
Huh? He's perfectly fine. You want to put these on? Yeah. Hold on, Ron.
All right.
Can I get the key?
They really thought nothing was wrong with him. They really felt deep in their heart. She even said, he blew you a kiss. Ain't nothing wrong with him. He fine. This man is literally paralyzed. If he want two things, if he wasn't drunk and if he didn't feel like something was wrong, that man would have been cussing him out if he was playing around with them. They would have been every name in the book. I think he was in shock. I do think maybe he was drunk, but I think he was in shock and he really knew something was wrong.
Oh, he said, I can't feel my foot.
Exactly. So there was no need for him to yell, scream at them, and all cuss them out because in his mind, he know, y'all done messed me up for real. I'm toe up. This is crazy. Well, this man, he filed a lawsuit. And here we go. And then after we come back, we're going to get into these comments because y'all, there's a lot of comments out there, Jason. So here we go.
Human life should not be disregarded. Human life should not be kicked to the curb.
An historic outcome for America and humanity. That's how the attorneys for the New Haven man who was paralyzed in police custody are describing a new settlement with the Elm City.
Tonight, we're hearing from one of the attorneys on what this money will mean for Randy Cox and his long-term care. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland has the story.
It's the largest police misconduct settlement in U.S. history, $45 million. Randy Cox's attorneys say it sets a precedent, but they also point out his life will never be the same.
Randy has a long road ahead of him.
Louis Rabana, a member of Randy Cox's legal team, says it's a life that's been changed forever.
I think he was reliving the moment, reliving the incident every day.
Nearly a year ago, Cox was paralyzed from the chest down while in police custody, slamming headfirst into the back of a police van. On Friday, his attorneys in the city of New Haven agreed to settle the civil lawsuit for $45 million. And Rabano says legal trusts will be set up to make sure those funds are protected.
The life care plan alone is over $20 million. This will allow him to purchase the state-of-the-art equipment that will allow him to live life the best that he can.
Over the weekend, New Haven Mayor Justin Elicker addressed the agreement, saying he spoke with Cox's mother.
While this settlement can not bring Randy back to his original state, my hope is that it provides Randy the future medical support and other support that he will need.
The 5 officers who interacted with Cox that June night are all facing criminal charges. 2, Jocelyn Lavendier and Luis Rivera, were fired last week. 2 more, Betsy Segui and Oscar Diaz, will learn their fate later this month, while the 5th, Ronald Presley, retired before he could be disciplined.
What we tried to establish when we attempted to settle this case and settled it for this historic amount of $45 million was to give Randy enough money to, one, pay for all his medical needs, but also, again, as we just discussed, to live life to the fullest.
So now that they've reached a settlement, what's next? Well, we're told the $30 million being paid out by the insurance company should be processed soon. Meanwhile, the $15 million coming from the city, that's going to take a little while longer, as it first needs to be approved by New Haven's Board of Alders. Reporting in New Haven, Matt McFarland, Channel 3, Eyewitness.
Man, they better stop playing with him and giving him his money.
And you better believe we coming up with the 30.
Hey, man, they better give him 100. And give me my 100 that you spoke on from the very beginning.
They talking about insurance.
Right?
Yeah, we the insurance, the taxpayers. We coming off of 30. And then they gonna come off of how they gonna come up with the rest. That's all that is. But that black man, he said, I retire.
He was quick with it. He said, yeah, I'm out of here.
So he can't be charged at all because he retired?
Well, no, he can be charged. He just won't be fired. So he keeps his pension. He keeps all that kind of stuff because he left the service in time. So he can still be charged. He still will be charged.
Okay.
Is what I assume. I don't know. I have no clue. Right. I mean, when you're in the service, I'm not service, but he's police service for how many ever years? That's still a what is it called? What is it called? No, I'm trying to think of a union. It's a union, right?
Oh,
so he's a part of a union, being a part of the service. So with that being said, he quit once he put his retirement in. He keeps now his pension and, like I said, all that money in the back end that they normally get. He probably just didn't so if he would have been there for like maybe 2 more years to make it 30 years that he's been on the service, he'd get a bigger amount. But he was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just run and go. But what I got, but he's still gonna get charged because he still did shit.
Exactly. Well, let's get into these comments because it's a bunch of them. Carmen said, Lord have mercy. That boy is paralyzed from the neck down and they face misdemeanor charges. Forget the charge. Convict these cops.
Facts.
Carmen said, why did he go to jail? Well, I think they had a warrant out for him or something. They was looking for him. That's what it was, not a warrant. They was looking for him because they had got a call that somebody was drunk. They gave his description as far as the clothes he had on, and they said he had a gun. So if you realize in the beginning, the very first clip, well, not the second clip, they raised his shirt up. They was like looking for it. And once they saw the gun, they was like, gun. So that means we can arrest him now. And that's what they did. But that really don't necessarily, maybe they did feel that way because he was drunk with a gun.
Yeah.
So I didn't hear them ask him, did he have a permit to carry? And
Right.
I don't know the laws in Connecticut either.
Well, it doesn't matter what state you're in. You can't be intoxicated and carry.
And carry.
You can't be both, no matter what. So it's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Get drunk, leave your weapon at home, and you good. Or be sober and carry. You know what I'm saying? And if that's a state that you have a conceal and carry, which most states do, and if he was legal to carry it, he would have been just fine. But since he was intoxicated, he can't have that is a misdemeanor.
Okay. Well, y'all heard it. Carmen said he told him that they had them broke his neck. They didn't care. They thought he was lying. They think everybody lied. Gretchen,
Right.
Hey, Gretchen. Gretchen said he was probably a little disoriented. That's why he was not responding as much. Yep. You know, ain't no telling what happened when he hit his head.
Right.
Besides,
Well,
he
you
got
knew
paralyzed.
they said once they got to him, he had to have emergency neck surgery, spinal surgery. And that in itself was, they said they don't even know the timestamp of when he went in. So, you know, he laying, like at some point somebody had to come through, like, get your butt up. And he like, nah, I can't move. He's like, I'm still laying here.
I think when they put him in that chair, in that wheelchair, so it should have clicked in somebody's brain. Something's really wrong with this man.
Right.
Something is. But I guess it didn't click. They thought he was a liar. So we are about to move on. We're down to our last 2 clips, y'all. This is very important, these last two clips, and I would like for y'all to please share this video right now. I'm going to give y'all the time right now to start sharing. Please, please, please. Everybody. When I say everybody, just trust my judgment. Just trust me on this one. Please go and share. If you're watching in YouTube, go ahead and share with some of your friends right now. Facebook, share with your peoples. Just share this video. This is very touching. This is something that we all need to know about. And I'm going to leave up the go share this video right now. It's very important that we share it. I can't stress it enough. Share, share, share. And now you're finna find out why I say this. Here we go.
There is something dark and dangerous happening in Cleveland, Ohio. Nearly 30 children have been reported missing in the area over a 2-week span in May. That's right, about 30 kids vanishing over a 2-week span last month. It's frightening. Between May 2nd and May 16th, 27 people under the age of 18 reported missing, according to the Cleveland police. And one local police chief hasn't seen anything like it before.
There's peaks and valleys when it comes to missing persons, but this year just seems to be like an extraordinary year. In my 33 years in law enforcement, this just seems like an unusually high number.
That's Newburgh Heights Police Chief John Majoy. He'll join us shortly. He also serves as the board president of the volunteer nonprofit Cleveland Missing, chairman of the Northeast Ohio Amber Alert Committee. He's dealing with these cases firsthand. One problem is that law enforcement isn't sure if these kids were trafficked, involved in gang activity, caught up in drugs. Doesn't help that Cleveland is one of the highest crime rates in the nation. The other problem is a lack of photos of many of these missing kids. If you look through Cleveland's missing persons page, you'll see many profiles with blurbs that say, photo not available. These missing children's cases do not make the news unless they're Amber Alerts. Their stories and faces need to be shared, like on my show, On Patrol Live, which is on the Reels channel. We've helped return almost 20 people to their families by putting the word out. Joining me now is Newburgh Heights Police Chief John Majoy. Thanks so much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. So 24 plus kids vanishing in a matter of 2 weeks. What's the theory on what's happening here?
I don't think there's one exact theory that's a boilerplate that's going to fit this. Some of them could be runaways. There's really no evidence of any abductions or reported abductions. But you really have to kind of draw attention to this because it is an alarming number. Being that it's springtime, school is over, the weather's getting warm in Cleveland area, and kids are just kind of running wayward a little bit. And it's an alarming number that's drawn a lot of attention to law enforcement, but also our organization is Cleveland Missing.
We do have a clip 2 to this, but before we get into clip 2, Jason, how you feeling right now?
I am
almost 30 kids, and this man talking like he don't give a damn.
Right. Now, look, man, this shit be happening because they just out here. I don't know. They be running away and they come back. It's warm outside, so they don't come home. What?
We don't know, but hopefully we'll find them.
Well, no, but my bigger question is whatever site this is on, and these kids aren't they're missing. How is it that they not have photos? Like, where's the families? Where's the families showing and giving pictures and having last year's school picture, having the one that you took for Instagram, the one that you took for Snapchat? Like, why isn't there anybody showing photos for the children that are missing? Like, there's my big question. I need that answered.
And they will answer that in the next clip, and I'll give you an answer now too. Because it's kind of, I don't want to say it's common sense, but that's not the first thing we think of. Foster kids. A lot of these kids are foster kids that ran away. You get a foster child, the first thing is not going to come to your mind is to come on, let's go take family pictures.
True.
Or let's go get a picture of this child. You're just not going to think that. A lot of these kids is not under parental vision. So they ain't taking pictures of their kids with their cell phones. Olin meals, all that. Let's just throw that out the window. Ain't nobody doing Olin meals no more. Okay, let's just say that. They ain't doing
What
it
is
no
that?
more. But Olin meals is like J.C. Penney's.
Oh, like
Where you
Sears and
go
all. Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
take
Life
pictures and
touch.
stuff.
Life
You know
touch
what
is
I'm
what we
saying?
call it up here.
Life touch, yeah, life touch pictures. And the only reason that you're getting life touch pictures is because your kids took a picture at school.
That part.
And if you ain't paying for the pictures, they still send you home.
With the
It's very small. You could barely see.
I got it right up on my counter upstairs. I
I
was
do
about to
too.
run and get it.
I do too.
You
You
know
know
what I'm
what I'm saying?
saying?
You got words written all on it. But baby, if you need to find my child and I ain't got nothing in my phone, we got them life touch pictures.
This is what
Okay.
so that's what, but I'm still saying, like, even though they're foster care, right, and they get brought to a new family, like if you've been with them more than a month and one holiday go by, because there's holidays every single month. There's a holiday for 12 months that there should be pictures taken. And if not, those kids probably should have Facebook already.
Thank
and
you.
if not, they should still have some kind of picture when they was in foster care to say, this is Joseph Darwinginger.
Yes.
He's, you know what I'm saying? Like, so make it make sense.
Yes. So let's get into this last clip for the night. Here we go.
Why so few photos of these kids?
Well, that seems unusual, and my agency, we encountered that as well. And some parents, they just don't have photos of their kids. Maybe they're foster kids. Maybe they don't have the technology. There's just a number of reasons why. But this makes it really hard for law enforcement because it's a lot harder to look for a name than it is a face. And so having a face with a name is really, really important. And so this is why we encourage parents to have this current photographs of their children just in case.
And what are the parents telling you? I mean, are there parents that are concerned that these numbers are connected to one another?
I think that the parents are definitely concerned because of reporting them missing, but it also brings to question how many are missing that aren't being reported missing, which is also a concern. But the fact that they're reporting them is a good sign, and we're getting the word out there. Our organization, Cleveland Missing, is helping these families in times of need. We're not an investigative agency; we're a supportive agency, so we support families in their times of needs. Our co-founders are Sylvia Colon and Gina DeJesus. Gina is a survivor of the Cleveland kidnappings. Sylvia is her cousin, and Sylvia served as a spokesperson during Gina's captivity, which was nearly 10 years. And so our organization is aimed to help that. And what makes us a unique organization, one of a kind, is that we have members of our board, or our co-founders, who know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to have a loved one missing. I've investigated dozens of my career, but I don't know what it's like to have a loved one missing. But we have people who do. And so we can provide that medium for families while law enforcement is chasing leads and trying to track these kids down and bring them home safe.
These numbers just seem, frightening and startling. The idea that more than 24 in 2 weeks, you got to think that maybe they're connected, but it sounds like you're saying they really may not be.
Well, Cleveland's a fine city, but it's not immune to any other large metropolitan area that has its fair share of crime. And so, one of the things you're going to look at is that a runaway that's 13, 14, or 15-year-old may not have any identification with them, and they don't have any source of income. They can't go and apply for a job without identification. So, they may turn to the streets. They may turn to drugs or sex trafficking and many other things. And so it really does draw alarm to this whole problem.
All right, Chief John Majoy, thanks so much.
All right.
And that's the crazier part. Like, looking at that, I didn't like. My heart hurts that there was so many melanated children that was in that ones that did have pictures that were missing. Young men, women, the whole nine. So it's kind of it's just, it takes a toll.
I agree. Y'all know me. I did some snooping. Hey, Lawrence. I did some snooping, so I pulled up the site myself. It looked like I'm freezing up a little bit. Let's take this down. Okay. So I went ahead and I pulled up the Cleveland, Ohio, missing persons. Anybody can pull it up. It's for the public. Okay. Anybody can pull this up. All you do is type in Cleveland, Ohio, missing persons, and then it will pop up. So let me close this. And we're just gonna scroll down, Jason. And look, she's still missing. She's been missing since June 13th. This 13-year-old girl been missing since May. So, okay, I'm sorry. This one didn't tell me. This young lady didn't tell me. But this young lady was last seen May 31st. A 10-year-old girl was found. Missing 15-year-old twin sisters. And they was picked up by a vehicle in Plain Township. They haven't been found. 39-year-old woman was found. 15-year-old girl was found. 68-year-old woman been last seen since April 11th. She has not been found. 16-year-old found. $5K reward offered for info about an EMS worker, Michelle Jordan. She disappeared. 2 missing 13-year-olds. Like, the list goes on. It goes on. Then we got some white folks. Back to the black girls. It's a lot, Jason.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in. Like, these people just disappeared from what they say. Disappeared off the face of the earth. Nowhere to be found. So, I just pray. Hey, Peachy and Jason. I just pray that this city be able to find these kids, bring them back home safely. We all know that sex trafficking is going on out there in these streets.
Right. Hey, shout out to Carmen. Carmen made a big statement, and I'm going to highlight it real quick. And it was this one. She says, "You're not supposed to take pictures of your foster children," because she used to foster herself. And I would love some time, if you can, to just kind of elaborate on that if there is specific reasons. One thing I did find out, though, right? So there's a difference between foster and adoption. While foster care is really meant for the children to be like to get reunited back to their right. It's temporary to get them reunited back to the family because of XYZ may have happened, right? Compared to like where you adopt someone and you make them a part of your family. So I'm guessing that might be the case of why their picture might not be taken, because at some point they shall or hopefully shall return back to their original family.
Exactly.
See, I didn't know that at first.
Well, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that. I knew it was a difference between foster and adopt. Of course, I knew that, and I'm sure you knew that too. But I just didn't know the I want to say, is it complication? Not really complications. The stuff that comes with it, yeah. Well, that comes with foster care. But again, all we can do is pray for these people.
Absolutely.
Like BG said, it's scary out here. Creepy as well. It's something else. It's something else out here. So all I can say is continue to pray for them. Continue to pray for yourself.
Absolutely.
Continue to pray for everybody out there. Pray for me and Jason. As long as you praying right, pray for me and Jason.
Right.
And Pooley too. But
so she says, sorry, hold on.
Oh no.
She says the agency takes care of the children before they leave. They want them returned to the family, so you can't interfere with that. Okay, that makes sense. So basically just what we were saying. Same thing we were just saying.
Yeah, so you probably can take your little photos with your cell phone and stuff, but don't be trying to go out there getting professional pictures from JCPenney's and all that extra stuff, and you just want to plaster it everywhere. They don't want you doing all that. So, well, I think we did. This was a show, baby, tonight, baby.
Yeah, way to go.
Yes.
Salute to you.
Thank you. Salute to you, too. You did your thing. Salute to Jason. Shout out to Jason. Yes. Oh. Shout out to Miss Peachy.
Got the jeweler.
Yeah. His he don't get no more free advertisement no more. It ended last week. It ended last week. So, but y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. You know where you can find me at all platforms under Peachy Tea Time. IG is Peachy Tea Time and the Mrs. 2007. Please go follow me. Go on Roku TV. Follow me on there. under Peachy Tea Time. Time is spelled with the Y. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook. I got 2 YouTube pages, 2 Facebook pages, baby. You need to follow me. You need to follow me. And follow me also on Twitch just as well. Jason,
Oh,
let them know
one
about
quick
you.
one quick cute thing, right? So I was like, let me check out Peachy Tea Time on the TV. So I'm laying in bed, and you know what I'm saying, I'm clicking, and one of my girls running in the room, and I pull up Peachy Tea Time, and I pick like a random video. Just kind of want to, again, see how it looks from that perspective. One of them, she ran out and she ran to her big sister like, Hazel, Daddy's on TV. They both come running in, and they just looking like, Daddy's on TV. They go, so are you famous now? I'm like, I ain't famous.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I thought that was cute. So
Don't
shout out to
ever
Peachy
tell
Tea
them you're
Time.
not famous on Peachy Tea
Right.
Time.
She's like, so shout out to Peachy Tea Time. We over on Roku. So holla at us on Roku, man. But no, if you guys want to find some amazing independent music through a brand new platform, come holla at me over on TikTok, right? It's CTV Radio, the hottest indie radio station. They're on TikTok here in the Midwest, and we're about to take over the rest of the world. You heard? So come catch this vibe. You heard? We have 2 brand new interviews on Thursday and Friday. We'll be sitting down with Kenya Shalen. She has a brand new song coming out this summer, but we'll also be talking about more of her EP and more work that she will be debuting for the rest and the remainder of the year. A soulful, amazing R&B voice that we'll be talking to. And then we have another one on Friday, both of them at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have another one on Friday with RLM, a Cleveland R&B singer as well. And he's doing his thing and trying to make movement as well. So if you guys are looking for, just a different pitch and speed of things, come holla at us. CTV Radio on all platforms. But we rock over on TikTok the most. So just type in CTV Radio. You can Google CTV Radio and you'll be able to find us just about everywhere. Love y'all.
All right. Now on CTV Radio, let's talk about that for a second because I know we got to get out of here. But on CTV Radio, you don't just do interviews. Y'all play games over there. Y'all do battles. Y'all do it all over there.
Everything, man. What we're trying to do is we're revisioning or revising what radio looked like on a digital space, right? So everyone's used to their regular radio station. You could just hear it. We will in the future, within the next few months, have just that capability, but still you'll get that more podcasty, gamecast, game centric space, but we're still highlighting all independent artists and their music. So trust and believe, man. I comb through so much music to make sure that we get the best of the best that you guys can rock with, whether it's the backyard get down, whether it's something sensual, or whether it's you ready for the streets. You know what I'm saying? We do a little less of that street stuff because we're trying to change that overall in life period. But if you're looking for some real R&B, pop, and just really good sounding music that's going to fit almost all spaces, whether you're working out, hanging out with the children, or making special time with your loved one, we got you fully covered.
All right. Now, Jason, you know me. I never try to keep people to myself. So I do have some people that I would love to see on your platform just as well. I will be sending them your way. Okay, I will be sending them your way. R&B artists, independent R&B artists, and independent hip hop artists just as well.
Absolutely.
Anaya Lachelle, and then you all know my favorite out here in these streets, Main Event. Okay, I would love to see you do an interview with him just as well. Yes, and also do an interview with Anaya Lachelle. For those that missed the interview, I interviewed her last Saturday, so please make sure y'all go check it out. It was a great interview. We played Rapper's Delight. We had a fun time. So please make sure y'all go check it out on YouTube, the replay. But Jason, I love you. We about to get out of here. Now we do got some commercials. We got some bills we got to pay. So we got some commercials coming up. But again, Jason, thank you so much for tuning in each and every Wednesday with Peachy Tea Time. And we will see y'all next Wednesday. We do have a family that would be coming on just as well. So make sure y'all watch my page, okay, for that flyer, baby. And you already know who coming on. All right, we out of here.
See them babies.
I love you all. Bye.
Damn, Biggie, what's this? Damn, Biggie, what's this?
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. If you or someone you know that has dealt with the death of a loved one due to gun violence, domestic violence, the prison system, or even by the police, Peachy Tea Time also provides a platform for missing person cases as well as wrongfully imprisoned inmates. Please like and share this video to get the word out, so the families can get their loved ones' stories out. Email peachyteatime at peachyteatime@gmail.com. You can also DM, inbox, or text to 470-620-9916. Thanks for watching.
Having computer issues? Can't find a nearby computer store or tech? No need to worry, Computer Tech is a computer repair mobile service. Not in Georgia, no need to worry, Computer Tech can remote into your computer as well. Prices are starting as low as $40. Services are virus removal, data recovery, data transfer, hardware installation, software installation, computer tune-up, laptop and desktop, home and online. Contact 404-405-8515 and ask for Tony, and don't forget to tell them Ms. Peachy sent you.
Y'all, I'm so excited for this family that Peachy Tea Time has requested to bless someone with a memorial sign. I'm so excited. It's pretty. Forever Love, Markeith Allen Jones. This is Miss LaTanya. Peachy Tea Time has blessed her with a memorial sign for her son, Markeith Jones. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It was so fun doing this for your loved one. I know it's not a happy occasion, but he's never forgotten. And I know he's forever loved. Yes.
Today's birthday too.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
How old would he
He
be?
would have been 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have been 40.
All right. Thank you.
You did an awesome job.
And this is from the missus
Yeah,
from
I
Peachy Tea
appreciate it.
Time.
Yes.
Yes.